Hey guys, my name is Ectoinu, and if you didn't know before, I'm a huge nerd. No right? Well, more specifically for the H.P. Lovecraftian horrors that are the Cthulhu mythos. And did you know that there's actually a V-Rising-like style game out called Railgods of Hysterra that recently released on May 7th into full access? Question mark? I'm still unsure. I'll probably put it up here on screen, that way I don't have any lawyers come knocking on my door. Hey! Why'd you say we're in full access when we're in beta? I don't think they're actually going to do that. They seem like pretty cool people. And Railgods of Hysterra, if you see this, you should definitely at your boy. No, but honestly, I have sunk in way too many hours into this game on stream, on my own time. And I'm infatuated. Let me tell you a couple of things that I am just completely in love with about this game. More specifically, with the train itself. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. With the game itself. The first thing on our list for why I love Railgods of Hysterra is honestly just the story. If you've ever taken a look at stories of games, a lot of the time nowadays they can either be amazing and super in-depth but have no idea how to put story into the games themselves unless you have to go super in-depth and, like Dead by Daylight, which is one of my biggest games of all time, go into other sources to try to figure that shit out. It is despicable. I do not enjoy it. I do not like it. Or you could go the route of Lethal Company, where the game has a lot of story to it, but it's locked behind walls, and you have to go places, and you have to look at things, and you have to know the codes to look up on the map. Railgods of Hysterra said, no, Batman. We're not doing that today. We're not doing that shebang shaboing. No, sir. We're gonna give you the story right for your face holes. That's right, baby. We're gonna give it right to you. And in my opinion, it is an amazing story. Basically, this is a basic description, not really spoiling anything here. The Railgods of Hysterra story takes place on Earth, kind of, not really. But the Great Old Ones come back, and they're seeking for your butthole. They are seeking for that, if you know what I mean. They are ready to rip apart reality as it looks, as it seems, and they're ready to take over once again. You, as a dreamer, awaken on some plane of existence? The Dreamlands! You awaken to the Dreamlands, and you are inseparable from this beautiful, very, very tasty morsel of metal and flesh, and I might have a crush on the Railgod. Oh dear God, this is why people are afraid of me anytime I play against the Dredge in Dead by Daylight. I am a monster. Anyways, the story itself is extremely passionate. You can tell the devs put a lot of time, a lot of love into trying to contemplate and figure out what the story's going to be before they even really got into what the gameplay mechanics were going to be. I'm not even going to lie, at least it seems that way. I mean, devs, tell me if I'm wrong here, but y'all really seemed to have actually enjoyed the story before you took foot, you stepped your little toesies in the big boy end of the pool of what the game is going to be. I'm probably wrong, but please let me know. Please let me know. Thank you. The second thing on my obvious, yet not so obvious list is actually the gameplay loop. The gameplay mechanics. Like, the fighting aspect to the game, the going out, traveling, crafting, coming back with materials, going out, crafting, gathering materials, coming back, crafting, going out, looking for materials, fighting. You get what I mean. The fighting is clean. Each weapon feels like it should. You don't have brass knuckles or the fishbone knuckles that reach too damn far. You gotta get up in somebody's face. It'd be like, hey punk, hey, you want some? I want some of your lunch money. I want to take your flesh back to my deity. I want to take your flesh back to my train. And they're just staring at you in the cafeteria like,
Mom, I'm scared. Come pick me up.
Like, it's honestly incredible. The crafting in the game somewhat, okay, it might just be the fact that I'm stupid, but live on stream I had a realization that I didn't realize there was crafting in the game for 2 streams? lie to you guys. I literally found everything I needed out in the open. It was ridiculous. But yeah, so crafting in the game is a huge part of the gameplay loop and the gameplay mechanics. But unless you know it's there, you're gonna get extremely confused extremely quickly. It's ridiculous how long it took my caveman unga bunga brain to figure out, hey guys, there's crafting in a horror survival crafting game. Maybe not really horror unless you don't like Eldritch Lovecraftian horrors, but there's crafting in a crafting survival game. Wow! I don't know. Maybe it was just me. It's probably just me. Dear God, I am swallowing a lot today. Shut up. Before you say anything, shut up. I see you typing in the comments, Moose. Anyways, but yeah, so the gameplay loop and the gameplay mechanic is extremely clean. It's very fun. It's very fascinating. In my opinion, it's one of the best in the entire genre. I think it might be my favorite, just strictly for the fact that you can be like me. You could be a jackass and go out and forage and find everything you need out in the open, including incredible items and things of that nature, without actually having to go back to your base at all and craft. The crafting is there, and it is clean. You understand everything right from the get-go, in my opinion. It's strictly just the fact that you don't have to have it. How many games do you know of, aside from Railgods of Hysterra now, and maybe Grounded, that you could do that in? Please, tell me. I'll wait. I'll wait. You can't. Can you? My third reason is actually that the enemies early on, they can't really seem to do a lot of damage to you. They can still actively overpower and overwhelm you. But that's because you're newer to the game. If you don't know what you're doing, you're not going to have any sort of idea on how to actually defeat the enemies. Which, in my opinion, is good. They can definitely do things to your booty and beat the senseless crap out of you. And in my opinion, that's good to have in a game. You don't want the enemies to be too strong, but you don't want them to be too weak. You need them to be just the right amount of unga to your bunga, if you know what I mean. All my Oni mains over on Dead by Daylight. I'm sure you know what I mean if you know what I mean. But seriously, guys, from my bottom of my heart, thank you. Seriously? To the devs of Railgods of Hysterra for making the enemies not too hard but not too difficult on earlier stages and earlier places on the way through the Railgods of Hysterra. It genuinely, it really does mean a lot to me because it's hard for a guy who's not great mechanically if he's not super involved in a game. Like Dead by Daylight, I've put maybe 500, almost 600 hours into, and I'm still really bad at the game. Still really bad. Okay, I am not S tier by any means. I just enjoy the game and people enjoy that. But seriously, thank you to the devs for not making the enemies too fucking hard. It really means a lot from a place of somebody who unfortunately is not as great as he once was at gaming. Seriously. To kind of add on to the Sorry. To kind of add on to the last technical reason, the later enemies are really fucking hard. Like, I remember getting to the cave, and the very first time I fought the Dimensional Shambler, I looked at it and went, well, you know what? I won't spoil it. Let's go ahead and roll the clip, actually. Nope. 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 Yeah, I feel like enough is said here. I feel like enough was said. On to the next reason. This fifth and last, well, not last reason. There's one more reason after this, and it's because I have an absolute infatuation with one very specific old god, and it's just because of... No, I'm kidding. It's actually because of the fact that if I actually were to be any sort of... Oopsies. I almost spoiled it. If I were to be any sort of cultist, it would definitely be to that one specific old god, specifically because... Yas! No other reason. I don't have another reason just because I don't feel like I owe you a reason. What do you have that I need to owe you a reason? Why do you deserve a reason from me? Anyways, it's actually the fact that there's a difficulty slider now? Hold on, wait. The game was already kind of intense. But now you could turn it from, like, basically easy baby mode to hell, and you go into Bloodborne-like scenarios. You get smacked once, you get looked at, fucking Dimensional Shambler blinks in your direction, you're like... Yas, Queen. Yas. We're not worthy. We're not worthy. No, but legitimately, it's actually pretty cool. I've tried it out already. On my own time. No content on that one, sadly. But it's actually pretty cool. I might have to play it sometime. Maybe next week. Let me know down in the comments below. My sixth, and yes, we're ending on number 6. Why? Because 666. I don't fucking know. Heavy metal, bro. And final reason is genuinely because... Cthulhu! Yeah, that's it. You guys should pick up the Railgods of Hysterra game from Steam, and only from Steam. Fully support the devs. They're fucking amazing people. They made an amazing game. And you know what? With all intents and purposes, I really hope this is not the only time that we do make content. It's not gonna be, just gonna be honest here. It's definitely fucking not. I don't know what... Who said that? But yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys did like this video, make sure to leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe. Make sure to also hit that bell icon to praise the great Lord Ecto. I'm just kidding. Don't praise me. Praise Cthulhu. He's fucking awesome. With all that being said, though, guys, thank you so much. I hope to see you guys next week. Stay sweet, stay slimy. This world still needs you, and so do I. Bye-bye!